My clients just arrived from Singapore to look at the progress of their investments here in Cebu. So they bought a Mivela Garden Residences studio unit, an Avida Towers Riala, also a studio unit, and a Citadines Davao. This is a condotel and it is located in the heart of Davao City. Before they came here, they went to Tacloban because the clients were or was originally from Tacloban. The wife, she was from Tacloban, and she has a friend from PNB, Philippine National Bank there, and she asked regarding the loans of her, property because by next year it is scheduled to be turned over. Now, what shocked her was the revelation that foreigners cannot borrow money from the bank. Now, I said foreigner because since she has married a Singaporean, she already converted to a Singaporean. So she is officially a foreigner, but a natural born Filipino. Now, since she is already a foreigner, they said that she can no longer borrow money. This came as a shock because we have been marketing to foreigners to buy property so that they can, so that we can make the sale. And not only that, it is very easy to get or to own a property here, especially condominiums for foreigners. Now, this news was shocking. So, what we did was what we did today, we got to Avida. They rented a unit there so that they can see how it feels to live in their investment. So they got a room in Tower 1, and after they arrived, we went directly to the sales department and talked to Miss Christine. She gave us an update of the construction. Uh, Both husband and wife asked about the valuation or the current price versus the price when they bought the unit, and apparently there is a 100% increase since the start of pre-selling of Tower 1. So when we started selling Tower 1 in Avida Towers Riala, it was 2 million only for a studio unit. Today, it's valued at 4 million. So that's a 100% increase. So very good news for investors, right? So we went there, settled all accounts, settled all questions, and then after that, we went to Mivela Garden Residences to view the construction site. After that, we went to the sales office of Cebu Land Masters. So they had questions for the sales. Unfortunately, Miss Rochi, one of the sales supervisors there, was not able to answer all the questions. So she relayed us to Kate, Miss Kate of Accounts Management. When we went there, everything was shocking. Apparently, it is true. Foreigners can no longer borrow money from Philippine banks. And this is because there is a new law that was just released 2020 or 2021. I was looking for it. I tried to look for it. I cannot find it. But this is because BSP or Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas released a statement saying that foreigners can no longer borrow money because of the debt or the debt the banks incurred because of the pandemic. Filipino homes agents are very, very, very strategic, very persuasive, sometimes annoying, that they are able to sell properties even abroad. And because of that, so many properties were being sold before pandemic because the economy was rising. President Duterte did a good job in doing so. In fact, so many projects, so many developers just, got richer or they gained more projects because of this. So, when the pandemic came, foreigners did not continue borrowing money to support the investment they made. They did not do that. And it incurred debt. So much debt that the BSP decided to stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. The BSP decided to no longer continue allowing foreigners to borrow money. I don't know when this will end, but we got disheartened, my clients and I. They almost thought of flipping the property, which is not a good idea for today because of the pandemic, probably. I don't know. Maybe depends on how I market it. But it was a good thing that Miss Kate tried to help us to resolve this thing. So we had two options. Number one is to assume the unit, find someone who can assume the unit, possibly a Filipino citizen. So our client, the wife, thought of her sister because her sister was also an OFW in Abu Dhabi, but still she holds a Philippine passport, including her husband. So they are both Philippine passport holders and eligible to loan in the banks here. Option two, and they took this option, the second option, very well. Option two was make that sister the co-borrower or the co-buyer of the properties, plural. Now that they've, or we will still apply for, we will still request for that. Hopefully, Cebulan Masters and Avida will approve of it because once it is approved, we will tell the bank during the loan application that the principal will now be the sister and her husband, and the co-buyer will be the original buyers, my clients, so that they can loan the property, they can finance the property. It was a good news, very good resolution. Because one other thing, before I forget, BDO allows loan application for foreigners, especially if that foreigner was formerly a Filipino, a natural born citizen, but the interest rate is double. It's almost double. It's at 11% from the current interest rate today. Of the lowest interest rate is 5.8% from RCBC. So I just wanted to let that out. I'm gonna update you. I'm gonna try to look for that resolution, that what do you call that? The PSP memorandum, probably. How do you call that? I'm gonna look for that and update you in a more detailed manner. So that's it. Thank you. Bye. See you in the next video.